Liry, the Council of Europe recently published a study on the representation of women in decision-making positions, women in power. What were some of the main findings?
Yes, indeed, the Council of Europe looked at women in decision-making across a number of areas, that is in the legislative area, in the executive area, in the justice sector, as well as in the diplomatic service. And there is one key finding that comes out from the study and across the 46 member states that responded to our questionnaire. Women are still underrepresented in decision-making and they are missing from the political, legislative, diplomatic services. Their voices are not being heard.
So what can be done to improve this?
First of all, I would start with the political commitment. In order to make or to bring about change, we need political will and political commitment. It's also part of our efforts. We're all trying to achieve a Planet 50-50 by 2030, and we need to put the political will behind this one in order to get there. I would say it has to be a combination of legal measures, legislation, including quotas, and for quotas I talk about voluntary quotas at the level of the political parties, which are the gatekeepers towards women in political life, women's participation in political life. We're talking about policies which encourage women's participation in decision making, but we also have to take on board the important role of education, starting from a very young age and challenging the traditional, the deeply rooted mentality which evolves around a male power. We also have to bring on the media. Media have an extremely important role to play in encouraging more women, the way they portray women, but also in exposing and holding accountable those that use violence against women in politics. So it can't be just one measure, and it can't be just legislation. By legislation we won't be able to get there, but legislation, policies, action at grassroots level, working closely with women themselves, working closely with the civil society organizations, and of course the governments.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.